Almost every university or college has a trophy case with awards and plaques of past glories. Both students and faculty may never have even met most of the faces on their wall of fame, but that's just not how it is with Coach Don Meyer.
He's always stayed very involved with all the athletics, and I remember my freshman year he talked to all the students and it was so inspiring. It was like thinking about how what you do affects your team, and also one lesson he taught at that talk was always have a pen and paper to take notes, and I always remember that.
All 4 of my years here, he's come and talked to our team, and he's been gracious enough to do that during fall camp. He'll come out and talk to our team, and so I want our guys to get connected to, so when they hear people or they hear me or somebody talking about Coach Meyer, it's not just a name or a face on the wall. It's an actual person that you've had a chance to connect with, and it's been amazing to watch him speak to our team for 40, 50 minutes at a time, whatever the case is, and our guys are locked in and paying attention to every word. And so you hope that continues with your current team, with the coaches you have on your staff, and then it becomes a pay it forward type of thing where everybody's going to remember those things for years to come.
Coach Meyer came to Northern State in 1999, and his teaching influence on athletes and coaches began immediately.
There isn't a day goes by that something doesn't happen within my family or within our program or just any kind of thing that might come up that you don't reach back and kind of dip into some of the experiences you've had with them.
Meyer has been retired from Northern since 2010, after winning 923 games over a 38-year career span that even included a major automobile accident and cancer diagnosis. But even those who didn't get to work with him directly still feel his influence today.
Anytime someone brings up character or team leadership, things like that, a lot of times either it's said or I think it's thought that the teachings of Coach Meyer somehow resonate in that still, whether it's amongst our coaching staff or amongst our athletes. I know a couple years ago we had a senior athlete that at the end of the year banquet when she was a senior kind of talked about his influence on her as a track athlete, even though he was not even anywhere near coaching track and field.
So how do we measure a coach? By his number of victories? How many banners hang from the rafters? Or is it something else? Something less tangible? Coach Don Meyer will surely always be known for those conventional milestones, but he will be remembered more for those things that aren't kept in the scorebook.
It's really just his character and personality and the way he basically taught people, how to act. And that's the greatest thing about him is just he's been able to pass that on.
He always was trying to find ways to improve. He always is trying to find ways to help his players improve and his program improve. And it wasn't something that he just talked about. It's something that he did. And it was a great example of that while he was here as the head coach. But I think he's been a great example of that for his coaching career.
His attitude pretty much rubbed off on everyone. It wasn't just about the winning, even though he was a great legend to all of us. It was about so much more than that. It was about the attitude of the team.
The coaching and the wins and all that, that speaks for itself, and all the awards. But what type of individual you're dealing with, as I mentioned before, how does he deal with people every day on a day-to-day basis? Doesn't matter what their job is, doesn't matter how old, how young they are, whatever. How he deals with people and how he handles people, and I think that's as a person and as a coach, but certainly as a person, that's how you want your legacy to be left, as a quality individual who cared about a lot of people and influenced a lot of people. And there's no question that Don Meyer has done that here at Northern State.